All right, so real quickly, I just want to talk about how double standards is just affecting the sports world and like just the world in general, but especially on this topic where it's like it's starting to get ridiculous. I could understand why people would start hating on Kanye West for doing what he's doing, and absolutely he doesn't have a right to be anti-Semitic and yap on and whatever. I feel like Kanye's trying to do something with what he's trying to do exactly, I don't know, but I'm not getting into that. That's not the whole point. The whole point is that I just peeped, and Kyrie Irving has been suspended by the Nets for at least 5 games after promoting anti-Semitic film. Now, let's not dilly dally here. Kyrie Irving, he chose not to get the vaccine, which is its own thing. I don't really care what you do with that. And he couldn't play for his team, but in that he ended up hurting his team. So I feel like in that case he should low key had just sacrificed it for that moment just to be with the team. But it is him at the end of the day. He has free will. He can do whatever he wants, and for that I can't be mad. He's done more things that is messed up him and his team's chances to do more. But this has came into a standstill when Draymond Green decked Jordan Poole in the face. He doesn't even get suspended in the regular season. If that were to happen in any other sport, in any other organization, you would have been hearing a ton of like a ton of news articles. People were already talking trash like Draymond. Oh yeah, Draymond should get consequences. Draymond should do this because Draymond is a veteran for the team and he's a veteran of the sport. He gets to go away scot free saying, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it." Sometimes apologies you do them, but you still get what's coming to you. Regardless of whether it's right or not, you're still gonna get the consequences. But in this case, Draymond Green didn't get any repercussions. I mean, damn, even in hockey, where you're allowed to punch a guy, it's not like nothing's gonna happen. You still gotta go to the penalty and the penalty box and serve your time. You feel me? So, um, it just doesn't make sense how Draymond Green won't get anything for actually doing something to someone and negatively affecting the team. But meanwhile, Kyrie Irving has an opinion on something that doesn't negatively affect this team, doesn't negatively affect the organization. You guys could claim otherwise, but literally, normal people are going here like, wow, man, the Nets are really, like, they're not doing anything for Kyrie Irving. Like, bro, people just want to see Kyrie Irving hoop at the end of the day. Like, come on, bruh. It's literally just a game. So let's just look at this crap because it's getting ridiculous at this point. The Brooklyn Nets have suspended Kyrie Irving for no less than 5 games after he promoted an anti-Semitic film on his social media accounts and was not apologetic when given multiple chances to address the situation. Okay. Now, what are we gonna do to Kyrie Irving? Are we gonna freeze his bank accounts and stuff like that? Like, look, I'm not justifying that this is a thing that should definitely like no, you should not promote anti-Semitism. But I don't think that was the whole point of what Kyrie Irving was doing. Now, I don't know the context to it, but I'm about to figure it out. And if they don't tell me what film he was promoting, I'm just gonna research that and then get back to y'all on that. But this is. I feel like this is like. I feel like this probably wouldn't even have happened had Kanye West not done what he did. But that's a whole another thing. Like I don't even want to get into that right now. But what I will say is he has a freedom of speech, bro. He gets to do that on his own social media platform on his own free time. Like it'll be different if Kyrie Irving was saying that when, after a post game, he's still wearing the Brooklyn Nets uniform and he's still wearing the merch and he's still, with the team in that building in the locker room, this and that. And he's saying all this, but he's literally doing it on his own social media account. Like when all of this is said and done, it's his own thing. And if he did retire right now, I mean, it's not like the Brooklyn Nets own his social media account. So it's getting ridiculous, man. Uh, so the team released a statement saying, in part, it has made repeated attempts to work with Kyrie Irving to help him understand the harm and dangers of his words and actions. We were dismayed today when given an opportunity in a media session that Kyrie refused to unequivocally say he has no anti Semitic beliefs. If he says he doesn't have any, okay, look, I've seen debates where like, okay, Kanye's like, he doesn't have oh yeah, I'm not anti-Semitic, but I'm saying the Jews and Jews and Jews. Okay, obviously what he's saying is anti-Semitic, but like I said, I don't have the context for this yet. But if I figure out that Kanye, I mean that Kyrie Irving literally didn't say anything, then this is like it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's getting a little bit, crazy. So let's read this statement from the Brooklyn Nets. Let's click this. Over the last several days, we have made repeated attempts to work with Kyrie Irving to help him understand the harm and dangers, yada yada. We've already said this, which began with him publicizing a film containing deeply disturbing anti-Semitic hate. Now, are we gonna say the same thing though about the Django? The Django is depicting slavery. White people are saying the N-word with a hard R in that movie. Oh my gosh, they made a movie about Hitler. Hitler is trying to win World War II. This is horrible. Like, we cannot show this in the movie theaters, regardless of whether or not it's historical or not. Oh my gosh, like, please don't make any comments about this. It's horrible. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, like, come on. We believe that taking the path of education in this challenging situation would be the right one. Bro, he's a grown adult. If anything, his own teammates would be calling it out on him. But that's the thing, though. No one should be telling him this. Because it's him. Like, come on. Come on, bro. Like, no one G-checked Vince McMahon when he was saying the N-word on live TV. Like, come on. He said that. Nobody G-checked him. Like, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to say that, Vince McMahon. Bro, he got money. And he's a highly popular and powerful man. Like, come on. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. The double standards are through the roof. Like, come on. Let's be equal. Let's equally dish out punishment if we're going to be hypocritical. And thought that we had made progress with our joint commitment to eradicating hate and intolerance. Yo, they say the same thing with the LGBTQ. It's like, bro, we don't hate y'all. It's like, since when did people saying, oh, we hate the LGBT, y'all are causing problems for us? Like, no, we want y'all to have equality. We want y'all to do this, but y'all are saying like we're doing this and that to y'all, and we're not giving y'all equal opportunity. Like, huh? Like, not in my personal life did I ever see anything like that happen. Not saying it doesn't exist, however. We were dismayed today when given an opportunity that he said he wouldn't do the thingy, nor acknowledge specific hateful material in this film. Oh, God. This was not the first time he had the opportunity, but failed to clarify. I don't know. Okay. Such failure to disavow anti-Semitism, when given a clear opportunity to do so, is deeply disturbing, is against the values of our organization, and constitutes conduct detrimental to the team. Accordingly, we are of the view that he is currently unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, release him, bro. If y'all don't want to win, just go ahead, bro. Release this man, trade him. Like, god damn, man. Just release him, bro. You like, literally, I don't, and this is the thing though. I wouldn't be mad if this was any other organization. Maybe I would say maybe the New York Knicks or something like that. But this is the Brooklyn Nets we're talking about. This is the same team who ruined almost 10 years of their time until they started having solid pieces, right? When they were getting D'Angelo Russell and things were starting to get on board again. This is the same team that traded their whole future to get something right now, failed miserably, then had them were forced to rebuild, um, and still have not been a successful team to this day. The last time they were this close to doing something was last year. Or the year when they had James Harden in them. Like, huh? Just say that, man. The Brooklyn Nets will never be a good team until the whole team just dies. And we get a whole nother team. Because the Brooklyn Nets do not deserve to be in no organization. Like, this is silly, man. We have decided that Kyrie will serve a suspension without pay until he's satisfied. I'm sure he could care less about the money, bruh. I'm sure he could care less. He finessed the bag out of you, not even playing most of the games in one season where COVID was happening. Like, he just finessed the bag. Like, so y'all got cucked. I'm sorry. Until he satisfies a series of objective remedial measures that address the harmful impact of his conduct. You already know, and this is another thing. Why are you guys forcing him to do this thing? You know he's just going to lie and just like, okay, I'll do this just so I can get back into the court. And the suspension period served is no less than 5 games. Congratulations, man. Oh my God. Let's look at the repeats. I mean, the replies. The Nets sent this photo. Oh, yeah. They lose in 7 to the Bucks. Yeah, Kyrie refuses vaccine. Yep. KD misses 21 games. Yep. Harden didn't necessarily quit on the Nets, but he could see what the hell was happening. Then Harden was traded for Simmons. Yeah, and they could have gotten way better deals, but they traded for that bum. Nets were then swept by the Boston Celtics the year following, and Ben Simmons wasn't even playing, bruh. Then KD requested a trade. KD was like, you know what? All right, we're going to run it back. Then Steve Nash gets fired, and now Kyrie Irving is suspended for anti-Semitism. It's like, y'all knew what y'all were getting yourselves into when you were signing Kyrie Irving. Like, bro, we've seen the red flags anyways. Even if y'all don't agree with that. It's like, how could y'all not see that this was probably going to happen eventually? My God, man. Free speech is over. For real, man. The man can like any movie he wants. Yeah, exactly. Now, unless we start getting into some real illegal stuff, like where he's watching, you know, cheese pizza or something, then I'm gonna say, oh, hell yeah, wrap him up. He's trying to justify himself watching. Wrap him up, send him to jail. But come on, like, Jesus, man. This is the worst. Like, this is one of the worst things. Besides the whole Washington Redskins dilemma when they were doing one of their former players who's not alive anymore. Man, I'm blanking. Like, besides that, like, this is one of the most horrible things I've ever seen from the book and like from a team organization, period. But anyways, like, even if we're gonna suspend Kyrie Irving for that, why can't we suspend Draymond Green? Like, come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Let's get back into this. Brooklyn's statement emphasizes Irving's failure to apologize or even make clear he isn't anti-Semitic during a head-turning media session Thursday. Who watched it? Who saw it? No one knows because no one cares. The guard was asked whether he holds quote-unquote anti-Semitic beliefs and didn't provide a direct answer. Because why would he? I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again, but this is not going to turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. And you know what's crazy? They were trying to find something bad that Kyrie Irving was doing. Whenever Kyrie Irving was on a live stream with Your Rage, Kai Cenat, and yeah, and Bruce drop him off. And guess what? Oh yeah, they were in a live stream with these guys, but yeah, Kyrie Irving was saying this and that. I'm like, bro, what? Like, stop trying to make everything something, bro. Like, jeez, he's a person, dude. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit. And obviously, I don't like. Hey, come on, bro. This is Kyrie. Like, I don't think anyone thinks he's racist. I don't think anyone thinks he's anti-Semitic, and I think anyone that you would ask in his circle would say, no, like there's nothing wrong with him. If you ask Durant, if you ask anyone in there, like the owners, they gotta be upset because like Kanye's doing his thing, and then they're like, yeah, we don't want none of this, being pushed around, and we're gonna shut this down. We don't want a Kanye type situation happening. He's literally saying like he's literally like defending himself like, and Kyrie knows what he's saying. Like if he says yes, then obviously you know wrap him up. You know what I'm saying? Like the media is gonna do what they will. But if he says no, then the media is gonna be like, oh, he's saying no, but we don't know for sure. And blah blah blah. It's like no matter what he says, they're gonna spin a cycle on him. But that doesn't matter. Okay, the media is one thing. But your own organization, man, I would feel some type of way if I was Kyrie Irving, man. I would feel definitely some type of way. And I'm saying this right now, Kyrie could have probably had another title, but like it's his fault that he chose to be with the Nets, and it's the Nets' fault for being with trying to sign Kyrie Irving, knowing what they were gonna get themselves into. But it's like I don't see how this is Kyrie, like why this should be a problem for anyone. Now we don't have to watch the video because they just said it. I'm not the one that made the documentary. Okay, exactly. I don't have to watch it. I don't care. The media session came after the Nets, Irving, and anti-defamation. And this is what I was thinking though. Maybe the Nets don't care. Like they didn't really care too much that Irving was saying something like this. But it was the fact that other people were coming towards the Nets, and now it looks bad on them, and it's like, okay, now we got to step up and do something. Which, if that's the case, then this is a problem with the media, and therefore, we should be taking steps towards that. But if I'm the owner of the Nets, I'm doubling down. I'm gonna be like, bro, I stand with my players. That I've been with him, I've hung out with him. I see no type of vibes that he would be this type of person, and therefore y'all are trying to just be weird. So no, I don't care if y'all try to get on my neck. I still make more money than 95% of y'all. And the Anti-Defamation League released a joint statement Wednesday saying the team and player will each donate five. Kyrie Irving was like, okay, 500. All right, bet. That's all I gotta do. All right, cool. As part of the statement, Irvin accepted what he called responsibility. Hey, facts. I oppose all forms of hatred and oppression and stand strong with the communities that are marginalized and impacted every day. I am aware of the negative impact of my post towards the Jewish community, and I take responsibility. I do not believe everything I said in the documentary was true or reflects my morals and principles. I'm a human being learning from all walks of life, and I intend to do so with an open mind and willingness to listen. So from my family and I, we meant no harm to any one group, race, or religion of people, and wish to only be a beacon of truth and light. Quote unquote. Keep speaking, man. Keep speaking your business, bro. Like, damn. Oh yeah, I'm sure you feel. I'm sure you care. NBA Commissioner Adams. I honestly, and whenever I see Adam Silver, I'm like, okay, well, he's gonna be forced to do something, or what I'm saying, like, David. I'm sure David Stern wouldn't have cared, but you know what I'm saying, like, I don't feel some type of way because, like, what I'm saying, he got deals he got to do. He got to, at that point, I don't like if Adam Sterling said, if Adam Silver say something to you. It was because he had to. I don't know, like, or maybe he does feel that way. But I'm not gonna feel some type of way of what Adam Silver said. So, Adam Silver released a statement Thursday saying he planned to meet with Irving after his reckless decision to post a link to a film containing deeply offensive anti-Semitic material. Yet again, reckless decision. I mean, first of all, who be on Twitter and like actually be on Twitter and just see, like follow Kyrie, right? That's like already a small amount of people. Next, who's gonna really click on a link that Kyrie Irving sees and get offended? Even less. So it's like, come on, I'm sure media got on there and was like, oh no, this is bad. We gotta tell Adam Silver, we gotta tell the Nets, we gotta do this and that and this and that. So, oh man, like I'm sure the Nets probably didn't care at first, but when they started getting some like negative feedback or something, and it wasn't even from the fans, then yeah, that's when they were like, oh no, like we cannot have Irving doing this, man. The statement also made it clear Silver was disappointed that he has not offered an unqualified apology and more specifically denounced the vile and harmful content contained in the film he chose to publicize. Right, he chose to publicize it, I guess, through a tweet, but he didn't tell everyone, he didn't call everyone, so it's like, hey, guys, watch this. And just because he posts something doesn't mean you have to watch it. Guys, do we not have the freedom to do what we want? I mean, yeah, there's certain limitations to it, but still. So, let's just go here and let's just read this. So, Draymond Green taking time away. Man, get the hell out of here. Draymond Green taking time away from Warriors after punch. We're not gonna look at that. San Francisco Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green offered a public apology and announced he will step away from the team indefinitely after an altercation on Wednesday between him and Jordan Poole. So the team didn't state, they didn't do any sort of official statement. He offered the apology, which I guess is cool. I mean, you should do that anyways. You should do that. And the difference is Kyrie Irving doesn't have to owe anyone a public apology. He doesn't have to owe a public apology for people who got offended that he was a part of the film. He doesn't have to owe an apology to his teammates. He didn't punch anyone. He doesn't have to owe a public apology to the organization. He didn't actually affect anyone in the organization unless there were some Jewish people in there and they felt some type of way that he was in the film. The difference is that he punched his own teammate, and that is going to cause problems for the whole team. It's not even just going to be between him and them and the team. It's probably going to be the fans. It's probably going to be the organization itself. Like, it's just nothing good comes from you fighting your own teammate. He said, I'm going to continue to stay away as I've been away and continue to do work on myself, but also give guys space. Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Apologized to Poole and the team on Thursday before practice, then immediately left the facilities and went home. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course he is. No, yeah, he gets that just casually. Ah, lottie. I'm all right. I'm gone. I'm gonna leave, guys. I don't have to deal with the consequences. I'm just gonna fit myself, to be, dealing with the consequences. I'm gonna do it myself. I didn't hear Steve Kerr say, yeah, this guy, he needs to get suspended. I didn't hear the organization, the Warriors, say, yeah, he needs to get suspended. Okay, and maybe you could say, these guys are professionals. They figured out, they'll figure out a way to solve their own issues. But the thing is, though, when this is public, and the way they approach a situation is not professional. We could have, imagine if Kobe and Shaq squabbled. Then, yeah, they would have had problems. It would have been the same thing. They probably would have been like, yeah, Kobe, Shaq, y'all get suspended. But now when it happens here, is it just to play face? Like, oh, yeah, it's no big deal. Yada, yada. Come on, bro. He threw a punch. Honestly, I don't care too much, but when we start throwing out suspensions to Kyrie Irving, now I'm thinking where is the accountability from the Warriors standpoint? If the Nets are gonna go so overboard on Kyrie Irving for what he did, why can't the Warriors go overboard? Why can't they be on the same page? Why can't Adam Silver be like, okay, I'm going to come into this situation and I'm going to be like, hey, look, bro, you're gonna have to be suspended. I'm sorry, like we can't have violence. We can't show the younger community. We can't show the youth that what you're doing is okay, even if you apologize. Like we're just gonna have to set an example for you. Okay, fine, cool. He apologized to his family. The video was leaked. He watched the video. Kerr was like, yeah, it shouldn't have been a thing. That shouldn't even have been leaked. It doesn't even matter though. So it looks like they're trying to sweep that, out of the rug. But okay, sure. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like ridiculous. Draymond Green has paid $994,000 in fines in his career. God, people would kill to make 994,000. You feel me? Not even in 1 year, like right now. Assuming his fine for punching Jordan Poole was more than 5,000, Draymond will have to surpass the 1 million mark in fines. And we got the sources right there. So, god damn. How much does Kyrie have to pay for one offense? 500,000. And it's technically going to be 1 million because the Nets are going to have to be involved, and it's technically going to come out of his paycheck because he's not getting paid to play, like, because they're suspending him without pay. So he's not getting paid for those days. So basically a 1 million for that alone. If you really think about it. But Draymond Green does all that. He harassing players, kicking players in the balls. He doing all this and that. But it's fine to do it on the court. It's fine to do it on the court, and he only gets to pay a certain amount. But now it's a problem because Kyrie's doing it outside of the court, where, I mean, you could say, oh, well, it has to be our business because he did it publicly. Yeah, but like, you could do a lot of things publicly. Doesn't mean what you're doing necessarily is wrong. So, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. I've said what I said. And, yeah. The Nets, Kyrie Irving. I mean, you have your opinions. I don't know if what you said was out of pocket. If it was so, I would say, you're out of pocket for that and you shouldn't be saying that type of stuff. But if you didn't really say anything out of line, then I'm going to say free speech, man. Free speech. And do I get affected by this? Hell no. So I don't really care. And so I should say the same thing for y'all. But y'all should, I mean, if everyone really does care about the suspension and stuff, I mean, go talk to the Brooklyn Nets. Like, let them know. Be like, let the NBA know. Let the media know. Let them be like, hey, well, like, what's good? Like, why are we suspending Kyrie Irving? All I care about is, why didn't Draymond Green get suspended? Like, why are we having these double standards? That's all I care about. That's what I want to get to the bottom of. I mean, I don't really want to get to the bottom of it because it don't really matter to me and I don't really care. But it's like kind of ridiculous. You feel me? It's ridiculous. And we shouldn't be having these weird double standards. Bull crap. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to let y'all go.